Okay, Palace of Power.
I
Never lost my consciousness. So, as a joke and as reality and truth is always play truth. It's funny and always it's the Palace of Power. That's what I call it.
Now, there's not anyone like country or religion here. I mean, it's like right. It's like because you see things from Egypt and there's Hindu. There's
Mongolian,
Africa. It's just phenomenal.
It's just Well, it's interesting, and I also had this. I had a Hindu princess come in here once, and I have to reenact this. Is that may I do this?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, this is why we're here, right? This Hindu, she taught at NYU anyway. She was a guest, and she came in. She walked in, and she went, oh no, oh my goodness. And I'm like, you okay? I won't say her. I'm going to be respectful once again. I said, are you okay? She's like, oh, Michael, this is very wonderful, but you have all these deities in the same room. They get along? I'm like, maybe that's been part of my sleeping problem, because I had this, sometimes I get and I never thought about that, because I always liked how everything looked. But she said there's ancient legends of some. She says, you have them all in the same room. From old ancient culture, they don't get along usually. Somehow they work here, I guess. It makes for a great.
Well, I think that says
fun,
a lot
right?
about you.
So maybe that's why I'm all kind of mixed up.
Well, I think that says a lot about you that throughout history they had all of this conflict, but around you,
exactly,
they're chill.
That's really interesting. Wow. I feel better now. How much do I owe?
Here.
Well, this is where the Palace of Power got its name. This is where I almost said his name. This is where the ninja sat, and I sat here, and this is where he said, "All your energy comes from in here." And I said, "Well, that makes sense because it's a Murphy bed. It's the bed. You pull it down, and I would do it for you, but it's too elaborate." But all these wedding bells from Africa ring.
Oh, so that's a Murphy bed.
It's a Murphy bed.
There?
It's very Clouseau, very Pink Panther. It folds down. But these wedding bells from Africa ring. It's very dramatic. There's a whole thing inside.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, well, I could say a lot right now, but I'm not going to. But you know what?
Cool.
Let me give justice to my mom. She's always with me. Here she is. I have to say, this is Kay. So, since I'm loving this interview, this is my moment of giving thanks to the one lady I did speak about. Before my mother passed on, she loved thrift shops and little places, little church bazaars and sales, whatever. And she got this for me. She says, I don't know why, Mike, but this reminded me of you. And I just had to get it for you. I said, that's cool. I love it. Well, it's her. And things have happened in here, and always little energy things happen, and people go, sometimes even, this is even, believe it or not, Ripley's, believe it or not, someone said, who's Kay? And I went, what? And they said, yeah, who's Kay? And I said, why do you say that? I said, well, something over here said Kay. And I'm like, my mom.
Very
so
nice.
there is real essence of, they don't go, they live on in our heart.
So how many places have you been that this has come back from?
This is so interesting. I get this question all the time. A lot of people come here and go, wow, which is your favorite place you've been to? China, Egypt, were you in the Himalayas where the rocks meet the sky? That's my favorite phrase. And I go, no. All this stuff comes from little shops that I've always liked, and I've traveled always in my mind to these places, but I've never been. I want to go to China, so eventually I try to do that. I want to get as close to the Forbidden City as possible because I feel like I belong in there.
So, I mean, if there's anything that has a really, and I'm sure it all has.
Yeah, it all does. Well, some more than others. I just like shapes and how things look. The dragons, of course, Barb's. I love dragons.
Oh yeah.
And I love real dramatic. All these movies you see, like the Laura Croft movies. I love all I like Cecil B. DeMille is my favorite reference, or D.W. Griffith. I love giant pieces and things. Believe it or not, this is kind of interesting factoid. All these mirrors are like from old old hotels that were demolished and
Oh.
stuff. And I just, but I like, again, it's just the shapes,
Now, did you decorate this?
No, this is when I was a little in a different place financially. These are from Thailand. These are actually, I have 2 of them. There's one over there too, but it's a similar story. They're from Thailand. They're only from Thailand. You can't get them in New York unless they have been shipped in from Thailand. This is the evil queen mirror from Snow White.
Nice.
And so. I have been asked to do a power sign, and with great love and honor, I'm going to do one for Individual Journeys and for Barbara Perez's show. So here we go. This is how it works. With the essence of what it's about and the feeling I get from Individual Journeys. So here's how this goes and what it means. And this is a power sign. I take this ancient Chinese stamp, and I'm going to have to maybe do this again. Individual journey. This journey has to be kind of stepped on a little bit. That's kind of cool. So, individual journeys, as I understand it from my experience in this show and being interviewed and having a tremendous amount of fun, was an exploration of self-worth, how, why, your focus, your drive, and your purpose on the planet. And with that in mind, and my great thanks, and actually I want to say love to Barbara Perez from me, Michael McQuary. I'm doing this for the show. So I feel the future, I feel power, I feel empowered, I feel strength, I feel a focus on talent and sharing is what I'm getting. So, individual journey, here we go. So I, for individual, journey is for the journey, and here is what this looks like. The I, the letters are here in the stamp, and then, excuse me for a moment, this is the power, how it happens. IJ and the MMQ, your power sign. Wow. And then I sign it. And this is IJ for Individual Journey.
So this has just been absolutely phenomenal. I've had so much fun. Oh my God.
We traveled all over the world.
I'm telling you.
And everywhere in the heart.
Everywhere. And I just so want to thank you.
Well,
and I think it's
so
phenomenal
much.
that you did this. This is Michael McQuary. And do you want to tell people where they can
Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, I'm very much on Facebook Michael McQuary. There's an image of Fu Manchu on a hardcover book. You'll see Fu Manchu like this. That is me, Michael McQuary on Facebook. And my power sign website, where you can order on the shop page the jewelry or a classic black and white painting, which I did for the show with so much love, or the Pharaoh's Gold. It's all there. And that's yourpowersign.com. Just one word, your power sign, not signs, yourpowersign.com. That's really all. That's what I would love to offer. Please give it a look at, and also, pardon me, I'm a nice fellow. Get at me. Please don't be shy. Me nice guy.
I'm Barbara Perez with Individual Journeys, and you can find me at barbperezcomedy.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.